There's something about these vintage BMW motorcycles that's special.
Hobbies are not just something to spend time doing while you're waiting to do something else.
2 years ago, I brought my 1951 vintage BMW motorcycle to Barrington Motor Works to have it restored. Today I'm heading back to New Hampshire to pick it up. Chris and Barbara Benjamin are among the top antique BMW motorcycle restorers in the world. They even wrote the book on it.
Chris is an old doctor that's sick of working on people and decided they wanted to work on motorcycles.
Barbara is an artist by training. She looks at things with a flourish of a paint pen.
I'm Mike Phelan, and I'm in search of people who've had established careers and have stepped out of the box to recreate themselves. These individuals carved their own paths, embraced the challenges, and experienced a personal breakthrough. These are people who make their true passion an everyday reality.
Hi!
Hello!
Hey!
When I hear about my classmates in school having retired, I'm thinking to myself, I'm just getting going.
We started doing a restoration here and there. And then 7 years ago, we got a phone call from the chairman of the board of BMW. The business then exploded.
It was amazing to me that he would retire from medicine and choose this until I found out that this was one of the ways he put himself through medical school.
Since we were poor students and didn't have money to buy good machinery, we always bought basket cases and fixed them up in our spare time.
And became increasingly familiar with the BMWs, and more became familiar with the BMW community.
After years of restoring these vintage motorcycles, the Benjamins decided that with very little written material on these bikes, they would create a comprehensive guide to preserve the restoration knowledge.
These people really are serious about making sure that this technology is passed on.
We started keeping our own notes, and pretty soon it was too much for one notebook. Then created a second, and pretty soon there was a notebook for transmissions and engines and final drives.
This opportunity to illustrate these books, which I've been doing, is wonderful for me because I'm getting to do what perhaps I had always wanted to do in the first place.
You look at the 500 pages and you see how superior that book is to anything else that's available.
These bikes are going to be around for a real long time, and there are a lot of them, and they all need some tender loving care.
I soon realized it wasn't just about the machines. It's about the friendships that are created because of them. This became all too clear when Chris had a terrible accident. Not on the BMW motorcycle, but on his bicycle.
We had all that work that needed to be done before I crashed the bicycle.
He wasn't saying much, but I asked him what was going on, and he did tell me about this crash.
I was unable to walk without a walker for a month. I was unable to cope with the pain without narcotics for a month. The shop was silent.
I've known them for some time and also know what it's like to be out of work, so I came up to help.
I asked him what he needed in compensation, and he wouldn't answer the question. It was another one of those acts of kindness.
I really didn't come here to expect anything. I was just honestly helping out, saying these guys are in a pickle.
My visit to Barrington, New Hampshire taught me that there's always time to reinvent ourselves, as long as we're surrounded by people who share our passion.
At the end of the day, I don't think it's the machine quite as much as we sometimes think, but the machine is the string that ties all of our like souls together.
Just because you are in one track in life, there's no reason to think that you must stay in that track.
We all have a passion that lies within us. It's about setting it in motion, sharing it with others, and allowing it to be unleashed. This is Re-Creation.